So I have a student who's asking from within the Telegram group, how many repeats from NBMEs 20 through 30 will show up on his real deal? Will it be 50% of his exam? How much will show up on his real deal? Okay, that's the question. I've made prior content on this stuff. I've talked about how it's speculation at best in terms of attempting to give you an exact figure. Will it be 3 repeats, 7 repeats, 9 repeats? I should make note that students won't even realize when they do get a repeat question, okay? If you do NBMEs 1 through 19, memorize those questions, you'll see repeats all over 20 through 30, and then repeats from 20 through 30 all over the real deal. I might be Skyping with a student where I will send them one of the offline questions from my computer. They might get it wrong. 3 weeks later, they sit one of the online forms. They get the same fucking question wrong. And I'm like, I sent you that question like 3 weeks ago. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah. They're like, I don't remember. I'm like, I sent it to you. So my point is that even if you memorize the NBME questions, you're not even going to realize that you're encountering repeats on the real deal. You won't remember, especially if you got the questions right, okay? You won't remember. What you will think when you're in the real exam is that the questions seem very similar, okay? So students will ask the question about the exact number of repeats because they want to know how much time, how much they should invest into the NBME content, which my response is, regardless of the exact number of repeats, if you know just the objective point that the questions are going to repeat, why wouldn't you focus on that content? The real deal is not the UWorld questions. The real deal and the NBME questions, exactly the same. So you're going to invest heavily into the NBME content regardless. That's the number one shot you've got at getting your score up as much as possible. Okay? So obviously, you're going to want 50% of the exam to be repeats. Wouldn't that be great? But just recognize that your aim is to get your score up as much as possible, and that will be accomplished by memorizing the NBME content, irrespective of the exact number of repeats. You know the deal. I'm going to continue making more content. If you like my stuff, subscribe to my channel, and I appreciate your time. That's it.